Extraordinary scenes in London tonight as fires, riots and looting spread across large parts of the capital.
Another night of rioting in England as police clashed with youths.
8 police officers in hospital.
Police were attacked with rocks and missiles.
Petrol bombs and stones were thrown at police. Patrol cars, a bus, many buildings were then set alight.
The latest violence began this afternoon in Hackney in East London.
You know what, round here, to be quite honest, the people themselves that grew up with the Pedro Youth Club, it's like a home to them, you know. Pedro Youth Club is so important, and how the people in government feel to understand, or even Hackney Council, I should say, for it to understand. You're living in an area where they call the square. You know, it is one big circle, and you got the most under 16 in one area. You know what, you need youth clubs. You know, from last night, I felt there was a shooting up the road. You know, this is what's going to happen. And, you know, if you don't have nothing for the young people, it's what's going to happen, because people are going to hang out, you know? My nickname as a fighter was the Bandit. You could see the mustache, yeah? I think people forget that though my background was in boxing, I was always working with young people. And I've been boxing from the age of 10. And to be quite honest, in the 70s, when you have National Front and skinhead, you had to go to the gym somewhere, you know what I mean? And no matter what I do, I've always put boxing in it, even working with young kids, because I think it's a way of discipline and teamwork.
Hold on, 1, 2, that's it.
Challenging their anger, you know, they come in there, they do something, they challenge. It teaches you respect, manners, and your attitude. 2, 3, 4. Definitely is a way of challenging young people.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Right, let's get the jab going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get the jab going. 1, 2.
Boxing is an important part of the club. Very important. It gives you manners, respect, discipline.
Step in front of it.
These are the things that kids need. You need to go forward so we can catch the next generation and change those. I mean, I wouldn't say this generation are beyond help, but if I don't think that they feel wanted, if we don't help them, we're gonna lose value or the necessary things on the next generation to help them.
It's like mirror effect.
So right here, Jab, you said...
Get your boxing shape properly now. Want your boxing shape and stay there. Do not move. Right, stand by your bag.
The kids, I think they're a bit too enthusiastic, if you put it, you know. But they are quite difficult to work with.
Stick your jab hand out and put your hands up properly. Don't muck about. Now just stick your hand out. Right, leave it there. Right, let's go.
You know, they are quite enthusiastic, but I think they will go out of it. They're quite a good bunch.
Okay, we're betting a fiver, yeah, to see who win. To see who win out, David here or
David here.
Vladimir Klitschko. Probably
David here.
Vitaly Klitschko.
Yeah, David Hay.
Vitaly Klitschko's
David Hay. David Hay.
6'7".
Hello, Harry. Big knock in the mouth.
What is
Best boxer.
Who do you think?
Since they heard we have this upcoming show on the 25th, they all want to perform in front of their parents, their friends.
That's very important because, to be quite honest, it's the first boxing show Pedro Youth Club gonna be holding. So we've got to make sure we do everything right, get everything, pay for everything. Very important because it's a form of fundraising as well, and for the club. So I am just praying.
It's very important because there's no funds coming in to the club. The youths are hanging around on the streets and causing mayhem. But we can't open every day because there isn't enough funding. If there was, then I'd say that half the crime rate around here. It is kids with nothing to do, that's a definite. You know, they've got no objectives. They're not seeing that when they get to 25 and they haven't actually done anything with their lives, it's going to be a great disappointment to them.
I think boxing is a good feeling. I think it is a good tool to turn people's lives, whether young or old. You have goals. You definitely have role models. You'll not be hanging out in the corner with your friends. doing weed, parrying knives and whatever. Because remember, a sound mind and a sound body, the discipline and the dedication it takes to be a fighter, I mean, you have to respect everyone.
Chocolate spread,
Up. Chest up, look straight ahead.
count peanut butter.
Peanut butter. Give us a go.
Count 1, 2, 3 peanut butter, jam, and chocolate spread.
Alright,
And
that's
chicken
fine.
and
Turn your leg.
They are quite eager to spar and everything, but you know, sometimes the minute someone gets hit a little bit, just a little bit hard, then you know, you start crying.
I'm protected.
Alright,
Yeah, but he's not open. He's open, isn't
hands
he?
up. Wait, don't right, get out you two. Right, come on.
See, look, he punches me
No,
off.
because you're just stupid, you're still silly.
I'm not scared at all.
Yeah, but you're doing this
Okay,
stuff properly.
Why is he crying? I can angry you for one.
You're taking the piss out of him, that's why.
Well, that's why I'm
Like that, if I just move around, let's do a bit of
If you were walking and I was sparring you, then I'd punch you in the face.
Right, where's the glove? I'll watch out, that's now, them one's too small for I don't knock them out.
No, don't record me, don't record me.
That happens every single day of the week, more or less.
No, they're not kids being kids, they've been firing guns. So not kids being kids. When I was a kid, I didn't fire no guns.
Well, neither did I.
Well, there you go. These kids are now firing guns. That's the serious issue, you know? There's people sending their kids to the shop, you know, you wonder what's going to happen. So yeah, it's a mad world, you know, and it's frightening, you know, because I've got kids outside here, I mean, and, you know, it's frightening, I'm not, you know?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we've got to protect the children. And that's what they need, protecting from the sort of gang warfare and...
I mean, I remember growing up in North Peckham Estate, and you have National Front skinhead, everybody's sharing the same blasted playground, you know what I mean? It's that simple. I mean, one will go, National Front will go, then skinhead will go, then we'll go after, no problem. There's not no more. These guys don't work like that
They've got
no
a different
more, you know?
agenda nowadays. It's a lot heavier.
See, this is where they live. I think people forget this is where
they live, and they've got nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's right.
They've sort of, it's like a concrete jungle basically. So they're stuck here. They've got nowhere else to go and nothing else to do. It's depressing when you think about it. It makes them depressed as well.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, good afternoon and welcome on behalf of Mr. James Cook MBE and of course Pedro's for afternoon boxing. Our first contest, can you please welcome firstly, boxing out of the red corner, representing County Amateur Boxing Club, please welcome Roman Hakari. And across the ring, from Colchester, please welcome George Bird. 3 10 rounds of junior boxing, referee once again, Mr. Chaz Coakley.
It's all over the place, man. Busy. And that's why you don't turn a promoter.
That I can cut it with a knife. I guess that I must be the enemy. So all angry eyes on me now. I guess that I must be the enemy. It's easier to kick down than up, right? You love the sound of
Turnout, hundreds of people, been fabulous. I think we'll schedule another one for another 3 months' time.
Oh, you know, to be quite honest, I think for the first show in, you know, this part of town for 50 odd years or longer, I don't know. I think it's kind of done well. pray to God for the sun, and sun we did get. You know what I mean? Which is wonderful. I haven't sleep for about a week, so yeah, I'm looking to have a bath and go sleep for next week. You know? Yeah, I'm happy.
I mean, it's probably one of the greatest sports in the world, really, truly.